Extra shotguns!
Kane!
Get back!
Clive, how did you...
I'll explain later. Hands. Can you walk?
Out of here I can.
Stand still!
Phoenix. Are you not the dominant of fire? I see naught before me but a guttering flame.
In earnest, then.
Can you go on?
I think so. But to where?
What did you do to Joshua?
The Phoenix? Oh, I expect he will survive. This consciousness in which you coil your feeble souls is grown thick with desperation. And thus has my master turned to my blade. The world will soon be painted in black. And all that live shall gather in death's autumn wake.
Not if we remove the cause of this misery. Not if we destroy the last of the Mother Crystals and restore balance to the world.
Come. Do you truly think it's so simple? The Blight is inevitable. Not even the Almighty might stop its endless march. Your efforts will avail us naught. Naught, that is, but suffering. You must embrace the truth, Mythos. Accept your place with the Lord.
Keep it. As long as there's a chance, there's a choice.
Ever led astray by your blind resolve.
Now, it
It is time you learn the inevitability of your divine fate. However much it may hurt.
Get as far away as you can.
Clive, no.
Trust me, Jill.
We don't have to do this.
Oh, but we do. If only to remind you of your duty.
Too slow.
Defend yourself! In the short time since our last meeting, you have grown much. Yet as a vessel, I fear my lord will still find you lacking. Rise, Mythos. All this fire and fury, and for what? Stopping the blight. A foolish notion fed to you by a foolish man.
How dare you?
You know naught of this world nor of our place in it. If our fates were so easily rewritten, we would all be gods. Raise your guard. I have seen enough. If reason cannot sway you, there are other means of persuasion that might.
No good.
Mantle you've been given. And thus is the light of hope severed. You would yield so soon.
Never.
Clive!
Do you not see? Your iron will weighs you down, dragging you ever further from your purpose.
And what is my purpose?
Mythos. Who are we? What are the dominants? The breath of the Creator still warm on our lips. We carry his light that we might guide the masses in his name. We are but mighty acts of God.
We are more than that.
You would be nothing without what he has granted you. The power we wield is his, and yet every...
time we draw upon it, it wears away at our very being. It breaks us. It unmakes us, that its immaculate aspect might reveal itself. The icon. It is too much for even his chosen few. Apart from you, Mythos. You wield the might of many, yet your body does not answer for its avarice.
What are you saying?
What I am saying is that we dominants are a means to an end. We were created for you, that you might drink deep of our strength and thereby fulfill your divine purpose.
Which is?
To feed. As you would know, could you only look beyond the walls of your prison of self-regard. As long as you choose to ignore this, you shall never penetrate my defenses. Still, you may take solace in the fact that you are not alone in your plight. The chains of volition shackle all of mankind, but there is yet cause to rejoice. For the Lord, in his mercy, has taken pity on his flawed creations, and shall see them restored to their proper forms.
And what exactly would that be?
Why, loyal servants to God. No.
Manners, Lord Rossfield? They are men, like you and me. Albeit one's unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
You mean to turn everyone Akashic?
Not turn, Mythos. Turn back. For too long has mankind been led astray by their clamorous wills. It is time they return to a world of quiet equality, where they might once more know salvation.
Salvation! And abandon everything we hold dear!
We don't need your salvation. We'll save ourselves, and we'll do it on our own terms. Not yours. And not your gods!
With every defiant expression of your will, the tighter the chains of consciousness become. But perhaps that fact may be put to use.
Clive!
The faster it binds you to the remaining dominance, the stronger your hunger will become. Until it leads you back to the only answer there ever was. Mayhap not by the path my master intended, but back all the same.
Ash is not far. I could freeze a path.
You're in no fit state.
Probably not, but I can try. Don't look back!
I hope the others are safe.
The Enterprise was clear of the gap when we fell. They made it, Jill. And they will have seen the ice where it led. We need only wait till dawn. This is the second time Barnabas has bested me. I'm powerless against him.
And maybe there really is nothing else for it but to give yourself to his master. Only you won't do that. The Clive I know would never do that.
So you believe? But do you really know me? If what Barnabas said was true, then I'm more monster than man. And each time I summon the flames from within, I burn away the things that make me who I am.
Do you, though? Think of what you've used that power for, of all the people you've saved. It doesn't matter how or by whom it was granted, only how you choose to use it. And you've chosen to use it for good, haven't you?
I've also used it to kill. What if that's my purpose? What if it's all I'm good for?
You're still that same boy I grew up with. Always so eager to save everyone around you, and yet always so lone. Because you failed to realize the one thing that needed saving most of all. You, Clive. You. You never once took the time to save yourself.
Myself. I think I might be beyond saving.
No one is beyond saving, provided they want to be saved. You fight to survive. And you survive so that you may protect those you love. It's what you do. What you've always done. And I know you're not about to change. So I'm going to help you. To give you what you need to protect us all.
Jill. Are you sure? If this is what you want, then...
Don't worry, Clive. It is. This burden, I'll give you the strength to bear it alone.
But I'm not alone. These burdens I carry, my sins, my pain, my sorrow, I see now that they are all a part of me. those I love, then I will gladly bear your burdens too, until my last breath.
Clive.
I promise you, Jill, we will find a way to escape this fate. Find a way to save each other. That we might one day look upon the moon again, together.
And I promise you, Clive, that I will be there, no matter what you must become.
I know. I never thought a smile could bring me so much joy.
What of Barnabas? Do we pursue him?
No. Our paths will cross again soon enough. Whether we like it or not. Besides, there is something we must do first.
Of course. Drake's spine. The last Mother Crystal.
The Einherjar is at the bottom of the sea. Waloed won't dare move on Storm without her. But they know we're coming now. We'll need a plan. And a damn good one at that.
Then let's go home and find one. Ash will have to wait.
Mid says Odin split the sea in two, but there's two.
I struggle to believe.
I see your uncle is.
He stayed with the Enterprise. After our brush with the Einherjar, she was in urgent need of repair. And my uncle knows a shipwright, and we're to join him there when we're ready to sail.
You sure that's wise?
Show me a city where that isn't true.
We're running out. We've done our best to shore up that hideout still.
Let's hope so. visit Joshua. Assuming Tali will allow it.
Clive! Quick look. Think you can help?
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back. You earned this. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Through.
The bad...
What bad?
About Dravost. Well, anyway, the mine's...
And the village.
Safe from the flood for now, but they've got other problems. Zoltan and the others are living on borrowed time. Doris sent a few... If something ain't done...
I won't let...
Didn't think...
Does Black...
I thought he might... You reckon we should...
No.
Yeah, well...
How are you doing? Here you go.
Nothing like a little unrest.
But there were ghosts at the gates not days ago. Those things I said before.
My ward.
What's happened?
The High Cardinal has
The High Cardinal?
Leader of the Council of Elders. Second, not that any of those things still exist.
And what does he want?
He wants to transform a foundation upon which to build. He's already secured this.
He would rob?
Believe me.
What does Captain... When the town was under attack, it what?
How? By speaking out. A man whose stated aim is to revive the... The captain can offer them a regular supply of gruel and an occasional trip to the Vale to help them No. Given the mood around town.
Who could blink?
Clive, would you, for your services to Northreach, you have the respect of and unlike Philippe, well...
I'll see what...
Thank you.
Tell me in the garrison.
Over.
All right.
Come back.
Let me tell you.
All right.
Them rumours might be they were. You see, there were a time when I was some women to satisfy that lust, but then one day said he'd give me access to a.
Was that the?
Aye. He was true to his word, so I ended up being, and all without. Told me about it. Said that with them gone, the realm.
Why?
And that's when he had me. I emptied my stores that day and moved into the. And the rest, as they say, a dozen years on, and I'm. But I can say, you've all shown me
that there are.
So don't you go messing it up.
Still alive, are you? That great, love. No.
If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. Finished, are you? The stew's
Yep. Yeah, the weight of all that shit. Clever girl, that one. What do you want? Should last you a good while. Anything else?
There's no way of knowing if Doris will come.
Have you tried Molly's lemon tarts?
Canva lost? It can't be true.
Miss, can we read Miss Editor's story for our lesson today? How was she? The Enterprise.
Ah, Sid. Just the man I was hoping to see.
Don't tell me.
Oh no, I'm working. It's got a bit, let's just say, only myth will trouble it, and I...
If it's so,
We've got a couple of...
More fallen materials. So this smelter is similar to the Mithril engine in more ways than one.
That's right. And what's more, they're directional. Transfer. We've collected as many as we can. And I know where we can get the rest.
So you want me to visit some ruins, destroy some echoes, and bring back...
That's it. We're only 3 short, mind. There's one up Amber Way, and another in the Silent South. Over...
All right.
Will do.
So, she don't need sails or oars?
Where are you?
Can I help you, Sid?
I'm looking for Doris. Is she here?
I'm afraid not. She's at Martha's Rest on a job. My job, actually. When she heard what the mission was,
Did she?
following up on... Once they'd settled in, the bearers,
The slaver calls too much. I'll go.
If she...
Why would Doris insist on going alone? Maybe Cole was right to be worried.
Faster!
Damn it. The whole village is turned. No need to ride from here.
Stay down! Finished.
these ones first. This is it. Doris should be somewhere nearby. Assuming she's still here.
I'd like seeds. I'll keep providing, but if East Pool's going to... As of those, they've lived their whole... Small wonder they ain't got... And if you're... Sir Wade's putting a brave face on.
All right.
There.
Gizal greens.
Not them better that, and chocobos love them too. Which is no... ain't exactly succulent, but...
I'll take your...
Anyway, I'll go up...
I'm sure you...
Anything catch your eye? Much obliged. Take care out there, eh?
Just because the heavens are... They don't really
Nearly
have to.
done.
Now, let's get this stall set out.
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
It's been a pleasure.
I'll give your offer some...
How goes the
Sid?
You. I heard you were out here on your own, tracking our slaver. I trust you'll be...
Of course. And it had to be me. The bearers from... She's no fool. If we'd come in force, she would have...
That was her just so.
I'd say so. Seems her time in Rosaria is coming to an end. She's abducted Bear after her brush with those beastmen on the road to Northreach. She hired herself an Imperial... She's dangerous.
Then I'm going with... I'll take care of the escort. You can see the bear...
The Baum archers, soon to break camp. You go on ahead. I heard the Guardian saying we're supposed to grow our own...
Ah, what brings...
A deliver...
These are Martha's keen to cut the ape. I jest, of course. But they'd long since gone to seed.
Martha was hoping he might be able to show... so that they'll be able to...
That's... These bearers had only recently escaped...
They know little of freedom, unless we teach them how to live like free men. Not that myself and the Guardians have been the best example to them. It's about time we all... Unfortunately, we've been a little too busy...
The Horde! They're coming, so wait.
Time it all. Gather the men in the square.
Yes.
The Horde.
Akashic. A veritable legion of them. They've been seen prowling. We don't have the numbers to hold back a swarm that size. I had...
Now you're up.
Precisely.
What if you could call on...
You mean the bearers? We brought them here...
So wait. You said you lack men to defend, though they may not be trained soldiers like your Guardians.
You're right, I will... My friends, I humbly beg your aid. We Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
You would send us to the slaughter. To serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you. Say what you will. A home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for. Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place. Eastpool. This is your village. Your home. And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? Are you going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves? Or will you fight like free men and women?
What are you doing?
All right. Give me a sword. I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together. For Eastpool!
For Eastpool!
Thank you, Martha.
Don't mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
Gladly.
Well, if it was numbers you were lacking, you certainly won't be now.
Thanks to you.
Me? Oh, I just love the sound of my own voice.
Lord Rossfield, my lady, we're ready.
So what's the plan of action?
We'll divide our forces into several small detachments, each made up of guardians, bearers, and guards from the rest. These will position themselves at strategic points around the village. Upon engaging with the Akashic, each detachment will keep the creatures occupied as best they can, steadily retreating all the while.
You're going to lure them into the village?
I am. We will have neither the time nor the resources to treat the wounded, so injuries must be avoided at all costs. Instead, we will focus purely on defense at first. By coordinating our withdrawal through the use of messengers drawn from among the bearers, we will aim to have the swarm converge at a point of our choosing. With luck, that point will be the village square, the perfect place for our most able warriors to surround them and fall upon them, and for you and I to finish them off.
A sound plan, but one that'll require a leader with a cool head and strong nerves to coordinate the retreat. I'd say you have both in abundance, Sir Wade. Please.
Ha! Sir Wade!
Then you know we work each shielding the other that
Forever!
We've no time.
That I will.
Suppose we...
Right. The calm before the... And here it comes. I will not let this village fall. Farewell. There's more! You're finished. Stay down. It's over. Wakened winds! Enough! Looks like that.
Lord Rossfield!
What is it?
Owl from the rest. An Akashic curl's been sighted.
All the better. So Wade.
Hard to say. My men... I could...
No. You stay here too, so I'll go after the... Join me.
If you're... May the fountain...
Next one's mine. I might not know why.
Yeah!
to East.
Lord Rossfield, the Curl, is it?
It's dead.
Thank the Founder for that. And for you, my lord. We were able to eradicate the rest of the Horde. I have guardians posted around the... I hesitate to...
I think it...
We saved... Thank you.
No, so you brought us together.
We never had nothing to call up, but now we do.
Forgive us, sir, but there's no doubt. We're free men. We have to fight to...
And we shall. This is our home. And if anyone...
They'll have us to...
Come on, then.
This village isn't gonna
They're not slain.
No, your father took pity, and I believe if he was still with us...
I believe you.
I shall remain here, my lord. After all, this is my home now, too. And
I think you'll find it's East Pudlian, Sir Wade. But you should be proud. I'll have to pull my weight too. Speaking of which...
Can we continue?
Of course. Us Rosaire...
Indeed.
And Clive, come by the... I ain't...
All right.
Lord Rossfield clearing the goblins from the... There's once, since that day there have been more than a few, when the odds seemed so stacked in the end. But every time I would to be assured, know that whatever trials Eastpool may face, I shall...
So, Wade, you have... I know that... And indeed...
Thank you. I know the rest of...
It's luck. Not only did my seeds...
I just...
And it's so... Take it.
Thank you.
So, and a home to...
Well, it was your...
I know that, but... I never... Though I suppose the rest... You know, bearers living free. Oh, there's that...
I take it you didn't...
Well, if you really... In fact, that's how. He showed up at the stables. What Founder knows what he thought I was doing with them. Me? I thought he was a new constable. And before I knew it... The cheeky arse was told me I was giving them relief, but not freed. Right under my skin it did. Told him if he... And do you know what he did? And then I did the same.
And you what?
Well, we both wanted just like your dad. Do you know I was born right around the time Elwyn became Archduke? He certainly didn't lack for
Indeed, but the loftier one's ambitions, which is why those of us who follow in their footsteps need to...
Suppose. And if we don't manage it, good thing we've got a few It's almost in... Anyway, better get back to work. The least the folks who saved Eastpool deserve is a hot meal. And you and me ain't gonna save the world.
That sounds like a what? Good. How did Doris come to know us?
We've waited long enough. She's not... With all haste. Lest I presume your men are ready. We've suffered too many...
Yes.
Oh, it appears we have company. Kill him.
You're welcome to try. So much for you.
You'll forgive me if I surrender.
Sid.
Ah, Dor. You know, but casting your lot with this criminal...
Better fighting for a cause. I'm sorry, Sid. This woman, my former master, once she raised me like a daughter. And I did.
It wasn't all terrible. You were always so eager to learn. And had such clever hands. But you proved yourself a master of... How about it, my little...
I never swore my blade to you. Nor will I to liberate. Farewell, master.
You always were. Perhaps that's the reason I love...
What do you want to do with...
I am not the killer she wanted, and she no longer has friends in high places.
All right.
I am.
Then I should head back to the...
Welcome back, Sid. Doris's message just arrived.
With any luck, Owen.
I'd been hoping as much. So the slaver we'd been chasing all these... She's been arrested by the... She won't be getting off lightly. The Empire may... Can't have been easy.
I'm sure it wasn't.
I hope so. You had quite the past yourself before you came. Anyway, thanks again, Sid.
Keep up the good...
I got peppers to numb your tongue up.
There were ghosts at the gates not days ago.
Halt! Oh, sorry. You got some business with...
No, actually. I was hoping
We're under orders not to... But you should be... Wait here.
So, you and I... Tell me,
Neither, Your Eminence. I thought...
Ah, you are worried the expanded... Yet you needn't be. Pride of place, in fact. For too long has the contribution of the noble soldier been under-reckoned. But no more.
Why here?
The town has been fortunate enough to escape largely unscathed from the... Which is more than... The Empire wants for a capital... With Caer Norvent as her citadel. We need only build a wall around both to create a city. Plans are already underway for the construction. Soon enough, these thralls shall learn that they are...
I fear you underestimate how dangerous... Should they return in force, you will need all the people of North...
If Sandbreck is to be rebuilt, one whose authority is... That is why this... So that any man who wishes to join the army might do so, and yet there are those who...
Precise. The common folk have little and you would sow the seeds...
Sabi...
Yes! And I told you then how putting the Empire before her citizens would lead...
Without...
And in yours, there... Is that what...
Do not...
I'll come back. The cities... I wonder what the people read, wouldn't it? Let's begin with those on the other side of the wall.
As long as you remain, the veil is...
You needn't fret. The creatures have been dead.
Alright then.
Just your opinion. I wondered what...
Not much. It's thanks to nobles like him that we had to set up shop. And now he's trying to drive us up. If the...
I'm not going around. And we've...
I take it.
Just need...
Why? Your storm is...
A question. What do you think?
You build a life here if he thinks his nay will do. Whatever.
Well, the people seem united enough. What about the soldiers? Safe. Two down.
there were ghosts at the gates, not days.
I left everything.
As long as you remain, the Vale will see to your needs.
You're the one.
On the Dame's behalf, yes. What do you think?
I'm a soldier, mate. Listen, I've got nothing but respect for the Dame. That's where my loyalties lie. Not with it. If the Duke can get us the men and the equipment we need to fight off them.
I hear the Duke of Or. Do you think that...
All I know... Look, once Sandbreak is back on Earth...
Sabine, you are embarrassing me.
Excuse me, I wondered if you'd mind sharing...
Well, I mean, look around. The traders might not like having the screws put on them. Think the Duke... And if that...
Let's see what Philippe makes of all this. Captain, do you have a moment?
For you? Certainly. Clive, wasn't it? Thank you for last time. How can I help you?
I wanted to ask you about the Duke of Oriflamme. Do you intend to go along with his plan?
But to tell you the truth, I'm in two minds. It's my sworn duty as a captain of the Imperial Army to obey his orders. But I can't say I agree with him.
Philippe, I remember you saying that you became a soldier to protect the people you loved. The Dame included.
That's right, I did.
Well, she doesn't agree with the Duke's orders either.
Thank you, Clive, protecting the people I love. Well, thanks again.
It seems Philippe wants to do the right thing at least. I expect Isabel will be pleased to hear that, if nothing else.
Ah, were you able?
I was.
So Northreach is to be a fortress after all. Well, it will certainly help to hold back the thralls. There's no denying that. Though I doubt it will come as much consolation to the townspeople whose worldly goods are confiscated to pay for it. They deserve to be heard, Clive.
Sadly, I fear he sees the... Needless to say, they themselves are of a different... Soldiers, meanwhile, are... And not just because...
I thought, had I sworn to protect... Thank you.
I don't know.
What happened to your uniform?
I handed it in. Told the lads I wished them well, but that I owe it to those I love. Because I realised what not following some nobleman, protecting. I honestly don't, but I'm certain. And when they do come, we need to... With you, it was you. There's no point following.
Indeed.
All of that has always been Northreach. We have only to turn our attention. Thank you, Philippe.
Anything. Speaking of standing together, would you mind if I fear His Eminence...
Not at all.
Wouldn't be the first.
There may be hope for Northreach yet. Especially with men like you and Philippe to champion our cause. I, for my part, shall continue to work upon the Duke, in the stubborn belief that I might still tempt him into joining hands. But I suspect I shall have to call upon your aid again. Until then, Clive.
Until then... That is good.
Yes. But I still... You couldn't do...
What is it that...
Nothing like... I just need you to go over to find out...
All right.
Thanks.
Don't blame you. I know. No, but...
Is something wrong?
Vonnie, the talks, I've reached an agreement with the... But the consult...
And you had no...
None at all. And with...
But I thought we were the only... How did the consortium...
It's not so surprising. This isn't over. The consortium will have to sell. I'm going to...
Alone?
Are you offering... How kind. You go, even if someone...
Oh, and that... Well... For me to... Should ever... Shimmy...
You have to...
You're right. And if else... So I'll get... You go...
I'll do my... All right. Randalar, then. I'd better not keep Eloise waiting. Well... What I wouldn't give for a hot meal.
Looks like this is the end of the road.
When are they gonna let us through? Ready, go? Yeah!
Did you arrange to speak with...
Here they are now.
You wished...
I did. We had all but finished.
You misunderstand. The consortium had an interest in purchasing them from the very first. It was only our regard for you, and so we resumed our business.
I did not hesitate. I am simply not inclined to make such decisions without first giving them due consideration. But what is done is done.
Alas, we rarely take the bearers.
Who is your...
A trader, a most demanding. He insisted the bear... That's what you...
I wouldn't know.
Oh, yes, they pay good money.
That does no matter then. And with it...
My assist...
I'm sorry you want...
As am I. He was right. The Silver Peak Consortium, their representative hinted at a possible... I feigned interest in joining them in the hope as soon as he left...
So you...
No. I entered. I was a fool to think they would...
You tried?
I did. But they deserved... I wanted...
Eloise! Word from a pack of Theo and the others. They need help.
Theo!
I'll go on it.
Thank you. I'll gather some men and join you there.
Hold on, Theo.
Where's Theodore?
Upriver! He led the dragon that way to keep it. We just have to...
I can do better than... Farewell! Where are you, Theo? Any more time. I need to find Theodore before that dragon does. Looks like it's found me. This thing's turned as well. This isn't going to be easy. Clive? Theodore, you had me worried for... We have to get you out of here.
I think it might be a little too late for that. Bearer or no, there's only so much ether a man can take, and that Drake just wouldn't let me leave. You have my thanks, Sid, for finishing what I could not. For keeping Elle's dream.
Theodore! Don't make me do this.
Stop it, Theo! Stop!
Stay back, Eloise! He's turned. And so will you!
Elle.
Theodore.
Take care of my sister.
Theodore, wait.
Goodbye, Elle.
Thank you, Clive. I think I'll be all right now.
That was true bravery he showed. Leading the dragon away from the village like that. His first instinct was always to protect people. To put others' well-being before his own.
And now he's gone. Because I sent him to that place, against his will.
It wasn't against his will.
He was ready to do whatever it took to show you he could stand on his own. So that you would finally be free to live your own life.
To live my own life?
What exactly? You once told me Theo was the...
We grew up in Canva, and I was chosen to inherit the family. I had my father's head for figures, you see. Theo, a late bloomer. For unlike most bearers, it wasn't until his 15th, my parents tried to drive him out of the house and into the... before they could.
Theo told me something else. He clearly admired your devotion to the cause of freeing others, but he said you deserved a better life than just as you freed him from...
I would be lying if I said how much easier my life and devoted myself to the family bit. But I have never... Being with my brother meant more to me. I only had to look at him to remind myself of that night, and the choice I made, and the fact that I would make the same choice again in a heartbeat. He was never a burden. How could he even think that? If anything...
You weren't, that he had always been grateful to you, and that he wanted to repay you by... Neither you nor you did whatever was necessary to... And you always would have.
You're right. It was so... I know Theo wanted me to move on. We can make a I need... So, bringing... And to... This is the life...
I've made a choice of my own. To continue...
Thank you. Let's go.
Let's go. This might take a while. Straight home now.
Titan!
That's all of them. Oh, one can uncross his toes now.
The scraps you're after.
Lord Rosfield.
Perhaps. Have you learned any...
Little.
I see.
Be assured, even now...
Fallen ruin.
Indeed. As if...
Secret.
Should, mayhap it would...
Would that be...
Of course. Perchance, I was... If you...
All right.
They... Might I... It will leave...
Thank you.
I wish...
So Dravost is still standing. For now, at least.
Clive!
And the
Mostly off to the north still. But I spoke to Doris's scouts and it turns out things are... Told old Snotty to be ready to seal the north. Enough of the...
Well done.
Well... I'd never have guessed, you know. Who'd have thought that the savior of Dravost keen to help us out again?
I am.
Thought you could sneak up.
Black.
One of the scouts couldn't keep his... Unlike my best mate who didn't think I deserved it. So then, long enough for us two to turn it.
Then your idea of an apology.
Don't listen to him. You only did...
But that ain't the whole... Vulcan, he left it to me. The best blacksmith in Dravost. Bloody, if someone's got talent, you should let them practice their craft, not ask them. Our master wasted half his life that way.
So you wasted half of him?
You're what Dravost... Under me and my precious ideals, this place wouldn't have lasted a year. So I may be a selfish prick.
What you had to do was your...
Even if it meant we all...
Enough. You can finish beating each other up once Dravost...
Fine. I've said my...
Yeah.
Sorry, Clive. Short enough. Still... Give us a mo. You,
We can't...
Right, don't want any... Oh, and...
Akashic!
How close?
Within sight of... And wash right over.
Good idea.
Understood.
I'm prepared.
Well, let's hope you don't. Once the scouts are in, no heroic last stand.
August's right. The people here are tough and will...
I'm going to start work on the gate to...
And if they...
You evac, it won't come. Take good...
Leave it to me, and...
All right. Which one of you's first?
Silence, stone!
Is that it? Apparently not. They're not getting past me. question. Did I miss?
Man, a lot. As many as I could, he says.
Only all?
Yeah, one or two did try to sneak over the wall.
Good.
In time, yeah.
Enough to give, but most...
I'm afraid there's no meaning that any living thing...
And that's if I hate to say it, but...
That, with ether floods springing, will fortify, and I'll see that...
All right.
As for you, Blackthorn, that's twice you've turned up when Dravos needed you. So... thanks.
I shouldn't have stayed away so long.
I always... You leaving, and from that day on, I never once stopped to wonder what it would have been like if you'd stayed. You'd have been the death of...
Finally. I hope you see the sense of it, Evan.
Alive, perhaps. Wealthy, even. Our work used to be the... Now, we churn out the same. It's not about the... I wouldn't send my sons to war. I've kept working, honing my skills. The average castle apprentice has come back to us, Blackthorn. I'll even man those bellows of you.
That's a kind offer. There's people who trust their lives to my steel. But that doesn't mean I couldn't visit from time. Let's see if we can't rekindle.
I'd like that.
Just be sure to tell Snotty.
I never thought I'd...
I'd say that went...
Even better than I'd...
Sid, I've got something for you.
And this is?
A toque, but designs for a certain sort.
Now, there's a reason no one's made up, lady. I'll admit your cinders make impressive steel. And I've learned to hone an edge. But the engravings on that, and they're not just...
Have you forgotten what brought you back? I knew I'd never surpass you with the hat between the two of us.
Clive, you would...
As long as he...
Right. Zoltan.
Ready, go? Run like the wind. Come on. This might take a while. Fly, Ambrosia. This might take a while. Thanks, girl. Oh no. You'll pay for this. There may still be survivors. Whatever that thing is, I'd say it's their leader. Should have stayed. These must be Cyril's colleagues.
You have a...
Who are you?
Ah, I did not recognize you. We are archaeologians, tasked with surveying this, thanks to them, and to you.
You call them... Your brothers might still be alive. Surely this survey wasn't what...
We are charged with a duty of the highest...
And you think your dead brothers would agree?
I know they would. They gave their life now.
Cyril told me of your work here. And
I see. May the firebirds...
It's one thing to lay down your life for another. But for a survey... I suppose I'd better get this back to Cyril. I collected here.
My thanks. I shall study them, and inform you forthwith if I discover aught that might aid you.
Cyril, losses which could have been avoided. Had the others not chosen to... Were these your...
No. Every Undying devotes his life to the service of the...
Even when death is of...
My lord, the Undying have served the Phoenix for countless generations. We live to serve the...
Cyril, but allow me to offer you a... It does not further the cause of the Phoenix. Provide your survey parties with an escort, that they might live. Think not only of how you can serve the Phoenix, but how please.
I thank you, if you will permit me to respond. And we of the Undying will do what we believe as first shield to the...
I do.
Then we are of the same mind.
Clive! I just want all is absolutely wonderful and firmly at the helm. Our stores are full, and just as the good Lady Jane and Lord Underhill intended.
Are you a lord? Lubor's going to be one too. They're going to make him the Lord of Dalimil, because of how he stopped.
It's the mayor of Dalimil, but if the people... Speaking of, there may be a rather...
May there...
I'm afraid the example, Conrad, and they have formed and they grow.
We'll fight them, won't...
Of course we will. The longer we avoid facing this one, the more difficult it will be. Until the only... Our best by finding those ne'er-do-wells who have yet to join the...
How could I refuse?
Thank Victor will... I have him stationed by the desert gate, receiving a...
I'll go and speak with him.
What's the difference between a lord and a mayor? That's easy. One of them swings a sword, the other forges them.
A League of Outlaws. Sounds like we have some competition. Still in?
Ah. I thought you'd have returned.
I did. I've developed something, and having worked so hard to see it saved from one sentiment, Master Lu...
You're not...
What?
He asked for my aid, and he said that you might be able to help me.
Then you've come at just the right time. There are more camps, but we must strike together. And
all right.
There's one upriver.
Leave it with...
Where's the ne'er-do-wells?
That must be the camp Victor mentioned. Come on then, Toggle.
That's him! The one who killed Lot and Fingers! Take his head off!
And another!
I'd better let...
Sid. Ah,
no.
No.
What is it?
The whole saying that...
What?
Seems that one of our parties wasn't as thorough as they should have been. Some of the children and without... But that's not... It is. If he's a bearer and has been... If he has, well, I wouldn't blame him. Still. All those people see is a man who's lied to them all his life.
Fuck.
I don't know where we go from here. But I know...
You're right. And now, I made it a habit to keep a crystal cloak. Well,
we're sorry, Luke, but we just...
There's nothing to be sorry for. All that matters to me...
Look at him talking. All lies, I'll wager.
Once people make up, we need to just convince the people not to let their prejudices blind them.
You're right.
I'm glad I'm a Dalmek born. You head to the... Make Conrad, and they know that Lubor, Lord Under...
I'll do it. Lubor, stay here with the children. I can't promise anything, but... And that...
Why are you taking the bearers?
Why do they always have to make such a fuss?
He knew all along that he was playing us for fools.
Forgive me for disturb...
As have I. The rumor...
He'll never be...
But what of his wares? In this, at least, he's done the...
Leniency!
I'm sorry.
So what do you propose?
Perhaps, and they will...
The townsfolk have made them.
Nor I. Conrad and Natalie refuse to consider anything but their own wounded pride.
You never know. Once their anger is cooled, they might see things differently. For now, we should report back to...
All right.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearer's side?
For a sharing.
This. But
You mustn't think like we'll talk.
no, and you. But look, Rosine, that steel does yourself. Rather an ironic one, but I do not doubt, and so. And now I must embrace my. For only united can they. I'll need.
Don't go, Luke. We'll be all.
Trust me, little ones.
How could it? The least you can do is give.
I would not.
Over. And so just like that, I thought. But it seems you have.
Victor.
Forget it.
You sure you. Have those available to. But where up? Right then. If there's anything, I'll.
Come back.
Oh, don't tell me we've run out of Papio nuts and all.
We were just about to make...
It's funny. You remember Camille? The steel, meanwhile, will be tempered in a fire, and that whetstone from the out. And the final flirt.
A team effort.
No, right.
To the...
Well, bugger me. We actually did it.
The sword to end...
Thank you.
So,
It'll take more than that to... But we're off.
A list of...
Zoltan.
We reckon with those items there.
That's a weapon I
was hoping.
one legend at a time, eh, lad?
Good idea. No more drinking if... What if that? What do you want? And?
Have you tried Molly's lemon tarts?
Canva lost.
Miss, can we read Miss Editor's story for a lesson today? How was she? The Enterprise,
Good.
Oh,
May. The She's a beauty. You saved my beacon. It's... Oh, don't say that. You could just... How about that clasp? Looks bit... And I reckon I know. It's a metals. Strip. Ah. Sir.
Thank you.
And I wanted to get some practice in. Can't think. Maybe one day, the whole...
Uh-huh.